Hi, it's Dr. Joe Markovich, the anti-aging doctor, and I was just mentioning that Maurkise Pouncey, with his high ankle sprain, could be better in 48 hours. All you have to do is start doing the therapies that we do here. And, people say, oh, you're full of... Hey, really, I'm telling you the truth. I've had so many people with high ankle sprains, they get better. I've had many who've gotten back to rugby in 36 to 48 hours from a high ankle sprain. Now you say, how the hell can you do it? The therapies that we have the pulsed electromagnetic frequency, the MG33, we have the adjustments, we have the other therapies, we have the turbosonic, which uses sound to elevate the cell level to start to heal the cells. It's terrific, and the supplementation is super important. You got to take calcium, magnesium, vitamin D, glucosamine, and you need 2,000 milligrams of each. 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C, and the fish oil, about 2,000 milligrams. And I really recommend either the ocean silver or the blue-green algae, or both. You get those in your system, and your body heals almost immediately. It's crazy. I've had people who, they had an ankle that looked like it looked like this ball. It was huge. It was just like, oh my God, their ankle. I'm thinking to myself, oh man, when I used to get sprained ankles, I'd be out for like weeks. By God, not anymore. You use these therapies that we're talking about, that we have here, and you'll be better super fast. So if the Pittsburgh Steelers were here and I had the MG33 for Maurkise, I'd fix his bun up. I don't care how big you are, how small you are, or how bad it is. As long as it's not fractured, you're going to be on that sucker. And he's a big moose of a guy. I would definitely use kinesio tape on it as well. Kinesio is super important to healing. I would start kinesio tape immediately on the ankle. But what we do too, we do ultrasound on it. Which is, all that does is really irritate the joint to let the body heal it more. But it brings things into the joint. But you've got to have those nutrients in there. You've got to have the correct waves. You've got to have the correct food. And you have to have the correct treatment mechanically. And we do all of those things here. So there's somebody up there in Pittsburgh can help Maurkise. They'll probably have him back on the field. If they don't have that MG33, I seriously doubt to be able to do it. It's the best therapy there is. It's a huge magnet that really takes down inflammation, and it heals the joints. It exercises the weak cells. The person's cells are all torn up. Obviously, the tissues and the cells are torn up. When you sprain your ankle, oh, it's nasty, man. I've had some sprained ankles that it was so bad I couldn't even touch on it. And I'm not a sissy guy, but man, I tell you what, it was bad. But within a couple of weeks, I was out there usually playing. I sprained it real bad in wrestling a couple times, sprained it real bad before track season a couple times, and in football. Always spraining it. It's just one of those things. Once you start spraining ankles, it's just like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. But once they're over sprained, like mine are so sprained now, I can't sprain them. They're so stretched. So thank God for that. But anyway, that's what I recommend for Maurkise. MG33 chiropractic treatments, the ultrasound, and the turbosonic would heal him up, and of course the supplementation. And that sucker will be out there and they'll win the Super Bowl. Have a great one. It's Dr. Joe.